Fam, what's going on? We're back here with another gun review tabletop, and we are looking at my Springfield Echelon. Before I get started, I do want to remind everybody, hit that subscribe button, like the video, watch the video all the way through, and share it if you please, because it does help the channel grow. And we've been on a roll lately, and it keeps us in the algorithm, so I really appreciate all of that. But let's get into this gun. So I'm gonna just say it out the gate, I recommend this gun immediately. It's a really dope gun. I've had it for about a couple weeks now, and I've been absolutely loving it. I've been shooting the crap out of this, and I've probably put maybe close to 1,000 rounds already, taking it to a training or whatnot. I've been doing a lot with this, and in general for the channel, but I have almost no complaints about this gun. It has been a pleasure to use, and I like it. But there are a few quirks, as with any gun, and so I'll probably start there and talk about some of the things I'm not super fond of. So one of the first things I'm not super big on is probably just this trend in general in the gun community, and that seems to be the thinness of making everything. It's a little too thin for my liking, right? I don't mind a little bit of thickness in the grip or the frame, a little bit of heft, a little bit of weight. I don't mind any of those things. And so the grip, with or without gloves on, is just a little too narrow for me. Again, it's not a big deal. Some people like it, some people don't, some people care. I kind of care enough to where it bothers me, but it doesn't change like the overall use of the gun. I'm not big on this, you know, everything needs to be thin and narrow and light for some reason. And going to that thinness, I don't like, I'm not fond of, like Springfield does this, they don't put like these deep cuts in the grip, and I like having a deep cut or extended beaver tail. For me, it just allows me to get my hand in there and lock up my grip tight, and I kind of can't do that. And because of that, a part of the frame here, it's hard to show, but right along here rubs into my thumb a lot when I'm shooting, you know, and I don't know, it just kind of ruins my grip sometimes. And it's not pleasant, so that's another thing I'm not fond of. Also, the slide release. It right here is a little too small. Like, so sometimes I find it hard to actionize it and, you know, lock the slide back, but minus that, it's not a huge deal. And the final thing I'm not super fond of are the magazine release. So right here, it's fully ambidextrous. So on both sides, it sticks out. And I don't mind that, but for me, when I'm doing mag reloads, because it's sticking out, sometimes it runs into my other finger and I have issues dropping the mag. So I wish it was just ambidextrous from the standpoint of it would be sticking out on this side, and then I can swap it out and have it on the other side for left-handed users. So, but those are just some of my few gripes. But now I'm gonna get into the gun, what I do like, and that's everything else. It's a really good. The grip texture feels good. I like that a lot. The detail, it's always the small things, right? So Springfield has these, you see these cuts on the slide, right there. These are called slide serrations, and these allow you to easily grab the slide and rack it, right? If I want to pull it from the back. And I like these a lot. There's a lot of them, they're wide and they're deep. And so it's really easy for me to grab them and rack the slide. I really appreciate these little details Springfield did. Of course, it comes cut, it has a rail on the bottom, so I have a light on here. This is a Streamlight TLR7HLX. Pretty cool light, no complaints there. The trigger is really nice. Again, if you've seen from my previous videos, I'm not big on triggers, but this, I mean, it's so smooth. I love it. There's the brake, and then the reset is so freaking small. Right there. See, boom. No complaints there, I love it. It's cut for an optic, and I have one on here. This is from a company called Viridian. It's called the RFX 44. It's a green dot emitter, and I like it so far. What I think is cool about this is that it sits low enough to where I can still use my iron sights through the window. Yeah. What else? Again, small details. So right here on the frame, Springfield put like a, I don't know what you call it, but it extends out a little bit from the frame, and so it gives you a place to rest your thumb when you're shooting, and I really appreciate that. Just a little attention to details. When I'm driving this gun forward or shooting it, I have somewhere to rest my thumb, and I'm glad that it's not sticking out too far, because I think it would take away from the shooting experience. But minus that, I mean, this is a great gun. I mean, I've put a ton of rounds through this already. Like I said, I've probably ran about close to 1,000 rounds, full metal jacket hollow points, plus P ammunition, and I've had no complaints. Like I said, I took it to a training class. I had no problems running drills, and the gun's awesome. I love it. I'm gonna keep shooting it. And it's funny because I'm actually not big on 9mm like that, but this has been a pleasure. If there was another thing I wish Springfield made this in other calibers like 45 ACP, 380, 10mm in particular. I like 10 mil. But I think that's pretty much it, really, what I think about this gun. But we're gonna go over to the range and get shooting, and I'll see y'all over there. Okay, so we're here at the range, and my first set of shots will be with the Remington green and white box at 10 yards. So that wasn't too bad. I think I did pretty good. I'm proud of that grouping. So I'm gonna push it back to 15, and then I'm gonna shoot the BPS 124 grain. And so far, I'm really liking this Viridian green dot. I have it 0 to, I think, 20 yards, but it's very accurate, and I like it. So, wasn't too bad. Now I'm going to shoot the Federal 147 grain, still 15 yards. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty dang good. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, but yeah, I like the shooting. And the Echelon is really good. Like I've been saying, very, very pleasant to shoot. And so for this last group, I just moved the target back, new one, to 21 yards. And then we're gonna wrap it up.
Unless if you want.
I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna bring it in and see what it looks like. I think that's pretty good. What y'all think? Not too bad. Let's get back to the table and wrap it up. All right, y'all. We are back from the range. And how did the gun perform? Or more so, how did I perform with it? Great. I think I did pretty darn good. And like I said from the jump, this is a really nice gun. I think it comes out of the box with everything somebody would need, really. I mean, you could take this gun and run it completely with nothing, no upgrades, and it'd be fun. You'll be fine with it. The trigger is really nice. Again, it feels good in my hands. It shoots well. It's accurate. It's not too heavy either. So I did appreciate that, or I guess for those who do appreciate that part. The one thing I forgot to mention from the jump is the purpose of this. Now, I do think for me, it's a little too big, so I wouldn't carry this outside the house, but I do think this would be a good bedside gun, like at night. You know, should you hear anything while you're sleeping, this will be, I think it could serve that purpose well. You could have it like on your nightstand or your dresser, in a safe, or you could put it in a nice holster like this, right? Put it right on your nightstand and boom, ready to go. And if you're curious, someone asked me about where I get certain stuff from. So this holster is from a company called Insane Codex Creations, I think. I'll put it in the video, but I like this holster. It's an outside the waistband holster. The color is called Bape Camo, if you want to know about that as well. And it's pretty solid. This is what I keep this in like 99% of the time when I'm going to a class, to the range, or at home if I need to. I like it. So another thing I did want to mention as well, some of the stuff that I shoot. So again, I'm not super picky about where I get my ammo from, but the ammo I've been getting, where I've been going to lately to get my ammo is this company I found. I don't know if I can say all their name on YouTube, but I can put a screenshot of their Instagram, but they're called Flip, right? You can just do the math and find out who's who, but I did want to mention that. The optic, I got that from, you can go to Veridian, or I got it from Amazon. The light I got from Amazon. So, but all in all, I think the Echelon's a pretty dope gun. I recommend it. And yeah, but y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like the video, watch it all the way through, and share it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.